Small Cat Armature for needle felting. How did I make that? Let's find out. Hey, I'm Duthie and I'm here to help you craft your career with creative marketing and artistic inspiration. And it's a Thursday, so it's another needle felting tutorial. Every Thursday I make videos like this, so if this is something you enjoy, don't forget, come back every Thursday. Needle felting cats is hard. Everyone will tell you that. For some reason the little critters are just not as easy as dogs to make. If you haven't already, check out my cat's head tutorial in the cards up above. And if you have made a cat, I would love to see it. Feel free to share with me on Pam Duthie's Felting Friends on Facebook. And if you can let me know in the comments below, what features of a cat have you found difficult? Do you find making the face difficult, getting the ears to the right size, get the body in proportions, or adding the fur? What's the hardest thing you found about needle felting a cat? So today I wanted to take you through this quick tutorial of how I made my Small Cat Armature, just to get a basic for just about any kind of cat. You can make him thinner, fatter, the tail longer or shorter, but this is how I make my cat. So let's look down and find out how I did this. The Small Cat Armature is very similar to the dog in that it's going to be half a piece, well, a piece of pipe cleaner halved, fold over the end so there's no jabby bits, and proportionally we're going to think of the front legs of the cat as being a bit shorter than the back. So slightly longer back and longer back legs without going crazy, which I seem to be doing here. So much longer back legs and a fairly long back for relatively short legs. Put it into a H shape, that's sliding pieces across like this, and give it a couple of twists. And front and back legs. And we're just going to wind some core wool on it. This is the carded white Corriedale from World of Wool again. And for the small armatures, I start at the bottom of the foot and wind my way up. And then any spare can pop onto the body, no problem. And tiny felt to tack it in place. And winding like this means a little extra sticks out the end, so the legs can be slightly longer than the wire you put in them. And some more fleece for the body. I like to wind around the body widthways and then a couple lengthways as well. Until you've got this nice chunky H shape, and then I'm just going to felt him all over. So you're felting into the hips to create a dent, a line, so you can fold over each area, and then felting into the hips to stabilise. And this is the time to check out the length of the legs are even, which these aren't. So we can felt a little more up into the longer leg and add a tiny bit of fleece into the shorter leg to get them to balance up in length. Then a slight rotation of the cat's back, and we're going to work on his back legs. So the hocks of the back legs are slightly lower than would be in a dog. Felt a straight line back and forth over where you're going to want the hock to bend. And with the wire in place, that should be easy to get it to hold its bend. So bend in and then felt to stabilise the hock by felting above and below the hock. And curve out the leg. Now cats have lower kind of knees than dogs visually, so your C shape comes quite a bit lower down. So I will just demonstrate taking equal sized piece of fleece, probably need a wee touch more than that. Just rolling it into a loose sausage about the length you'll need. Tack it on at the bum. Not adding too much fibres at the top here. Right down the leg. So you're thinking from the hock, it's almost coming straight out. So less mass at the bum, and bringing it round. Okay, now blunt edge for the hock, level with the hock. And just make sure and felt this all round, squeezing it between your fingers to manipulate the shape to how you want it to be. We're going to felt that some more to firm it up, but first I want to stick the tail on. Again, unlike a dog, a cat's tail is quite a bit longer, so it's going to come down from the end of the back. Roughly cut a piece that's just past where the floor is, so we've got a wee curl up. Slightly longer than the legs really. Fold fold it over the ends as usual, so no jabby bits. And we're going to take a piece of fleece, starting from the end of the tail and winding down, thick or thin depending on the breed. And when you get to the bottom, I just hold the end of the wire and run the fibres around like this, so we've got a little loose thicker bit at the top. Carefully, without getting my fingers, felt and hold that piece in position, and then bung that on the point of the cat where it's going to be, between its legs at the end of the back, continuation of the spine. Felt that in place, and then we're going to felt all around the tail and the legs to firm them up. Gonna say take a good half an hour to an hour to finish this point, and I'll be back when we're there. So a quick half hour felting all round, and this is what you've got. I just want to show the benefit of the curving the pelvis here. So if we rotate the back slightly, move the legs to position, felt this in a little more, and the tail should be a continuation of the spine and then a little flick up at the end. And just with the drop in the knees, rotating the spine, the longer tail, this body shape looks a lot more feline than canine. Okay, I hope that helped you see things in a slightly different way and gave you some inspiration for how to make a small cat armature. In this video, all I used was a pipe cleaner split in half for the body and an extra bit of pipe cleaner for the tail, and then my carded white Corridale from World of Wool and my felting needle. That was a 38 twist needle. So if that was helpful for you, don't forget, click on my wee face to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, check out the video of the needle felting cat's head in the card up above. Don't forget, come back every Thursday.